There you go. Beautiful human heads. How we doing? There we go. Got me coffee. Everything's working, isn't it? Have some coffee. Oh yeah. Try my best not to swallow hot coffee into the microphone just for you guys. Yeah, I've got a bunch of new decks to test. Obviously, there's a couple of copies here. I've got the Henge, two different ones, so we can sort of see which one works better. I'm trying to break that card, the card that's on the cover. What else we got? Charming Mirror. I'm doing a deck tech on this. We built this last night at stupid o'clock. It would have been about 5 o'clock this morning I built that. Or 4:45, I can't remember. But this is a stupid card. I love this deck. I am doing a deck tech on this. I was going to do it tonight, but I thought I wanted to go live and, show a few other ones because I've got so many done. Like the Mentor Man is pretty crazy. That one's just really fast and heavy hitting. They can't really keep up with it. Beast Hunter, I haven't tested at all, and I haven't shown you guys. Legends, because I'm trying to, break the Kethis or whatever his name is again, like they did back in the day. Puppet Forge, that's an interesting one. That's very interesting. What else we got? Bag of Rats we built last night, and we know how much I love that. That's inspired the Charming Mirror, and then the Evil Mirror. So I've got the 3 mirror decks there. The Dwarf Rush is another one, but this one here works really good. I want to trial a card in it, actually. I'll try just taking one of them out, putting one of these in, because this dropping with a mirror and making a huge volume of them puts a 1/1 on each, so it would just buff this one to crazy town and each other, and then they swing in with lifelink. So I think this is a pretty decent one for the deck. I almost think, like the oven is essential. Having 4 copies, normally I'd run like 3 or 2, but 4 copies, because if you've got the mirror down and the cat and the oven, it's over. You just keep looping the cat over and over and over. It's pretty much wins you the game. It's crazy. And you can attack with them all, because it's not legendary. So yeah, so this is the deck that I brewed straight after playing the rat version of it. This is a new addition since last night's build, and I took the Sorens out and I replaced him with Blood for Bones. Yeah, Blood for Bones seems like more value. Soren was let me just get him up for argument's sake. Where are you? Each time you get new cards, shuffles it around. Yeah, this guy is what I had in there, and he worked well coming down turn 4, and having your creatures with lifelink was cool, but what I found was he was just getting killed off real quick and easy, and he just comes down, brings back 1 creature, hopefully with a mirror, and then it's good. If he sticks, it's even better. But Blood for Bones, you're getting extra value, right? Like, you're going to be able to take off one of her and put her back with the mirror down, and then scoop one of these out of the graveyard ready to go next turn. So that's beautiful. I think Blood for Bones is just a better replacement. And then the Gruesome Menagerie, this one's really freaking cool. Like, I realised that it's exactly all of our creatures, and that's what made me instantly put it in. So we've got 4 there, 4 there, and there, 4 there, and 3 there, so that all of them will fall under that. So any that we've lost in the early game, they're coming straight back with a mirror. We're getting 3 creatures on the battlefield at once that are all going to be copied and copied and copied. So if we've got her, him, and him, crazy. If we got her and him, So we're just going to win, because that coming down first, second, and then third, and bouncing this, amazing. Or bouncing even this, or bouncing, you know, it goes on and on and on. But there's not many creatures, because we don't need many. It's like, that's enough, and we can throw them straight under the bus and bring this back. You know, bring 3 of them back, and they'll get a trigger and some life gain. We can stay in the game until we drop a mirror. So this can help us stay alive as well. So, yeah. Now. I do want to put more, you know, charmed strays, because I think having the combo of the 2 1-drop cats is schmexy. I think that would be really cool, man, if I could get more in there. What could I replace it with? You know, Corpse Knight is just brilliant, because obviously he's going to double over on these guys and all their copies. This is good because Planeswalkers, and it's also, you know, getting a volume copies of him and swinging is pretty good, but I don't know. It's 4 too many. Do we go 3 and 3 and then put a second one of these guys in? I think so. Mainly because if we can get rid of 1 or 2 Planeswalkers at that point, we should still be alive. And also, he's going to get shuffled into the deck, so he won't be able to be targeted from this at all. So he won't, unless he gets negated, then that's the only way that will work. But he's sort of a bit of a whiff on the Gruesome, so she would be the only 3-drop target. So realistically, putting another 3 in would be better. But this Charmed Stray is just like, it's got me, man. I want it in. I want it in there. So I roll it up into a ball, and I'm not going to say the rest. But yeah, this is a nice little mix. Look at that. It's 4 everything, except for these 2. Damn it. Nearly 4 everything, and then 3 everything else. Lovely. Lovely. I mean, the mirror having 3 copies, maybe you could drop it down to 2 in this particular build, but it's so essential for the win. You know, I'd almost want 4 and a way to dig it up sooner, or make it cheaper to cast. Like, I was even thinking of, where are you, buddy, old pal? Here, this guy, Starfield Mystic, thank you. This guy would reduce it down, right? So it'd be a 5-drop. That's been on my mind. It's been on my mind. We've got enough red in here, I think. It does suck a little bit for the dedications, but, you know, I've only got 1 red card. That's a sucky bit. This works good. It can win us the game as well. Yeah, I reckon we'll just leave it like that. Check that out. See how it goes. So, which one should we play first? I reckon we start with Charming Mirror, and we're going to go in ranked. Going to step it up. Oh, in the red. That one I haven't played for a little while. Jeez, that's going to be right down my list. Yeah, look at this. This is how many decks I've built since since I played ranked last. Wow, I did go a bit crazy. Alright, been a chin flapping for a while, haven't we? Yeah, that's good. So I'm not going to be doing 5 o'clock sleep again. I have a few rounds of these decks, and then I would like to do a deck tech on this one, but I thought I'd do it like this, do it live first. So we've got a black, got a cat, menagerie. You know, I'm going to keep it, even though it looks real gross, mainly because yeah, we don't need it just yet. Yeah, mainly because I need the land for... Oh, we got the stray. I think we need to put the stray down as well. Double cats. Look at this. Nice. Yeah, sorry. We need as much land as we can to get this mirror down. So I'm not fussed about having a pretty swamped hand, but it's not the best. Oh, yuck. These are gonna land. Okay, we got our menagerie, so that's not. It's not too bad actually. And we got our blood for bones. So I guess we get rid of the cauldron for Miria with the blood for bones next turn. And we bring in... Oh, I mean, we are going to be able to brew some menagerie. I think he's going to have a counter spell here. I think we just hold out till next turn when we can... Yes, and we can actually brew some menagerie. Hopefully he has something he's going to cast here. That would be nice. Please cast something big. Thank you. Alright, pass to attackers, no attackers, and my turn. Okay, so. I guess we just attack in first, eh? I mean, he's gonna block one. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. So now we've got all of our targets. All of our targets. Yeah, all three. Should we scry for the mirror? I think the scry is probably the best. Oh no, because we're going to get the double drain. Double drain. Did not expect that. It's because he played that Kethis. Oh, Kethis. Kefnet. So we've still got 3 mana. We don't have a mana sink just yet. But we do have enough mana to do what we need to do. Which is pretty schmexy town. What do we got in here? Just our land. So now we need the mirror. We need to scry. So I think our best bet is to scry next turn with that. We can't attack in. So I'm going to just destroy the cat. Draw in, okay. So there's his counter spell. That's fine. So what do we have in there? More land and an oven. No, the oven we needed. We needed that dang oven. Double drain. Pass turn. So in his turn, if he doesn't play something, we're kind of up crap town. We are getting a bunch of life though. What we need to do is yeah, I guess. Well, this is not good news for us. Oh, there goes all our cuts. Sort of integral for our plan. So now we just need to get this to stick. Oh god. Okay. That's not too shabby, I guess. We'll destroy that. We need the card draw more. Okay, so we've got another one of her. Blood for Bones. Ooh. Blood for Bones, him. Bring him back. Back to hand. And I think we need to scry. Okay, that sucks because he's got next turn to do that. Right. Is there a way for us to draw a card? No card draw. I'll put that at the bottom. Because why not? Okay, so I think we hold on to him. Get another draw machine down. No attack. Okay, so we put one mirror at the bottom. So we have to do it the other way around. That was a misplay by me. I played the Blood for Bones first. Okay. So a neat little trick. There goes one mirror, so that's two. We've only got one left now. Damn, why you feed me lands? I was hoping that that was going to be the mirror. We need it, but we can't let him, we need to actually Blood for Bones, I guess. Energy to the bottom. And then we will destroy the cat. This isn't the way I'm meant to be playing the deck. I'm like finding the lines in between everything here. So we'll put him down and turn. So okay, he's got one card left in hand. We don't have much cards left. Man, we needed a Murderous Rider. Another land, thanks for that. Thanks for that. Wow. That's all I can do. Wow, what the hell? I'm gonna leave them there. I should have left the other one there too because of his stupid ability. Okay. So no attacks, I guess. Man, this is rough. What a bad matchup. I thought it was going to help me out, and then he drops the Ashiok jerk. And it just fed me all my lands. All my lands are at the bottom for some reason. There goes the oven. Oh, the land. Okay, so that's... Where's he at now? Why is he still alive? Far out. Ah, good. Good news for everybody. Ah. Oh man, that's funny. 10. We just need a mirror, and I bet you all of them are in there now. 1. No. You let that through. Got one card in hand. Let's go get this down. What's the best bet? My next draw is going to be the mirror. Totally thought he was putting down another Ashiok. What's the point? What's the point? You guys aren't watching any magic happen. Oh my god. God, I need to just chill for a second because, you know, I love this game, but sometimes I sort of take it a little bit too personally. It's not like competitive at all. It's more about wanting to play the game. I want to see what their deck does, and I want to show them what my deck does, you know, but I guess that's what their deck does, I know. But my whole aspect of it is from a gameplay design perspective. I think that the idea of completely making it so the other opponent can't play the game is bad design. It puts a bad taste in the other player's mouth, you know, or, you know, mind, especially when they get asked to play again. And when you try and teach people Magic and they start getting flawed, it's like, you know, really easy for them to just be like, well, what's the point? You know, I can't even play and my deck's freaking going in the graveyard. It's just, you know, from a game design perspective, I love the variety, but there is a few flaws that I think, you know, they could tweak and make it just a little bit better. A little bit better. Maybe a different format. No, they just dropped one, but, you know, mix it up. Do it like a plane that you can have just this completely different, you know, thing, like no hand hate, more real traditional Magic. Put creatures down, attack. So really old school kind of, yeah, anyway, enough ranting. What one should we play? I do need to take a minute actually. I'm going to open up Puppet Forge for you guys to have a gander at while I do. Enjoy. All right. Get all this working again. There we go. So, hold on. All right, I think that's good. Hello and welcome everybody. Now joining me live and watching later. I hope you enjoy some of these decks that we're going to test today. A lot of these are untested. I haven't played them at all. And some of them I have sort of pinched a few little bits and bobs or got an idea from decks I've either versed or seen other YouTubers do and seen a combo and thought if I built a deck around that combo, it's completely askew from what they've built. This one's reasonably close. Covert Blue, I really like his channel and his content. I think he delivers the top-notch sort of decks, the more competitive decks. I personally build jank ones because it's A, what I can afford, and B, it's also the sort of style of gameplay I like. I like to sort of have a lot of fun and be smiling while I'm playing, and I'm not saying in any means that he doesn't. I'm just saying that his decks are more worthy to watch if you wanted to, you know, run it and try and get to mythic ranked or whatever. These generally are just sort of tabletop decks in a sense, but some of them actually still rake in some wins, and that's what I'm here for, doing these tests, so you can see these kind of janky builds and see a few combos, and that might give you an idea, and then you'll be able to go and build it. And a lot of it is really cheap too, right? Like I know that's one's pretty expensive and hard to want to invest in. I still haven't done a complete Gargoyle Vantress deck. I've been wanting to do that. I'm going to write it down right now. It's on my break list. Vantress, yeah. Gargoyle. Yeah. So I'm going to do a deck that breaks that. So if you do end up, you know, having a few copies or buying them, then hopefully I'll have some things. He's expensive too, I know, but you might have had him from earlier. I've just randomly pulled these. I've got 4 copies. I've pulled them all, and I've got the, you know, nearly the rest in here. This one's pretty cool. This one's a pretty good deck. You know, I haven't fully tested this. I've played it once, and the combo that I seen was pretty gnarly, man. So the Gingerbread Brute and the Puppet work pretty solid with the Steel Overseer. So you're just tapping him and then buffing them, and then he's unblockable, nearly, mostly. And then you're using the Manifold Key to make him, make him untap and do it again. So you can buff him twice in a turn, maybe 3 times. And I have the other one here because we're going to fish it out with Carny Boy. So Khan's going to be able to mean, instead of, oh, we've only got 3 Manifold Keys, no, we've actually got, you know, 7 in the deck, because every time we pull him, it potentially could be a copy of this. And that's the way I sort of view Khan in inclusions. If you have an artifact-based deck, I feel like putting the pieces you need in there, because sometimes you hit turn 4, you've got a Khan, and then you have 2 of the pieces, you need 2 more, and you can go and at least get 1 straight away. So you can start getting on track. But you can also slow them down a bit with something like the Spyglass, see what they're doing, stop what they're about to do. But yeah, this deck, we have a little loop as well. The Puppet, when you exile this and create a 1/1, then Khan can actually get it back with a -2. So he can get that one back pretty much each time. So that's a nice little loop-de-doop. The Witching Well, I should say, read it properly. Witching Well. Yeah, I like this card a lot. I don't see it enough used, and I think it's got pretty good work to be done, you know, like for instance, you know, in cards that, or in decks I should say, that you can't actually cast any creatures, any extra cards, you know, like the Fires deck where you can only cast 2 spells per turn. Having one of these on the battlefield early game means you can just still use, you know, draw 2 cards. So this has got a few extra uses that I think is overlooked. But this works really good with Animating Fairy, and it also works good with the Gargoyle. So if we have him down and we need the 4 creatures, the 4 cards in hand, then we can draw 2, you know, so that can help us sort of get him online in a way. Yeah, the main sort of deal is animating fairy, making our artifacts big stupid things, and it's only going to target things like spyglass, witching well, and manifold key, but also whatever we pull from in here. There's going to be a few things like this wand, having 4 of these. This comes down, turn that into a creature, and it's beautiful because I don't want it to die. So yeah, we have just one. I've only got one Stone Coil Serpent. If I had 4, I'd run 4 and probably main deck it. But because I only have one, I feel like I've got better chance of finding it on turn 4 when or when I need it late game. So I think Karn helps with that. But yeah, the Mystic Forge can cast pretty much most of the deck, and so can the Renowned Weaponsmith. It can help cast off the top. Our Midnight Clock works really good with the Manifold Key, so you can tap this for a blue and then untap it, tap it for a blue, untap it. If you have 3 or 4 copies out, you're laughing. You can do so much. The Mirror Maid helps sort of come down and copy anything in here except for pretty much these 3 cards. Yeah, the top 3 there. Not 3 individual cards, those 3 sets of cards. It can copy the rest, so that's pretty solid. Oh, and that one, and that one. But that's good too. I only have 1 copy, and if I had 4, I would. If I had money to spend on Magic, I would be in Heaven Town, because then I could, invest and get the decks right up to being more competitive. And if that's something you want to see as well, like, let me know, because then I can sort of focus what I do, spend my wildcards on, and build a deck that you want to try. I'm happy to be sort of the test dummy, the crash test dummy for decks. That's actually a pretty good idea for a thumbnail. Yeah, so Proliferate Land is in here because we do have a lot of artifacts. It doesn't matter. Once we have 2 or 3 blues, we're pretty sweet for the game. Cryptic Caves, so we can draw in late. I feel like we are going to drop a lot of our things early, and we get to turn 3, and that's our deck and our hand, so top decking is going to suck. So we have Witching Well, Cryptic Caves to sort of dig in a little bit more. I really do want to have more Witching Wells in there, to be honest. I wanted 4 because it is a good target for the fairy as well, but I don't know yet. We played 1 game, so I think after doing a deck tech of this, I should play it. Maybe I should put 2 of these in too. I forget about the blue castle a lot. Stupidly a lot. I don't want to play this in ranked because I've played it once, and I think I climbed up a little bit in ranked. I'm in gold. We can start doing other ranked matches with decks that I'm more familiar with, but I just want to test 4 or 5 different ones. Like play 1 or 2 matches, depending if you see the deck do its thing. If we don't, I'll play another game. I don't know what it's doing. It's like glitching out as it's coming in. Oh my god, it's still going. You can see it glitching. Wow. This chick's face says it all. What the hell is going on here? Wow, that was pretty crazy. That was a glitch and a half, wasn't it? So what do we got? 2, 2. Yeah, this is pretty good. I mean, I would like another land. Thank you. Don't start doing it again. Ew, man, that noise. It's weird. Hiya! Yes. Hiya! Hiya! Feed the dog. And then another hiya. While we wait for this. Fred. Sick! Oh man, that's awesome. Surely that would have been a hard name to nail down, right? Like, it would be Fred 11663. No, he got like just clean Fred, man. That's awesome. Well done. See what deck he's going to run. Those colours look pretty good. Snot versus black and blue, which is my all-time favourite. So I think we put down the gargoyle. Yeah. Next turn we can copy it. Yeah, well we can't attack. Can block. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So I think we do copy it, don't we? And then we pass turn. So next turn we put the forge down, depending on what he drops, because he has to kill one of the things now. Okay, so he's casting something big. That's not too bad for us, because Mystic Forge next can really help us, and if we double, I guess we don't want to double that, that doesn't really help, does it? We can triple this, but we have to remember to keep 4 cards in hand. Okay, so there we go. Damn. We've got our Loch Ness chick. Oh, that's not too shabby at all. Now, I really want to put this Mystic Forge down. If we get... Let me put him down. And the Spyglass. Oh, we've got to keep 4 though, don't we? What do we do here? Do we look at his hand and stop the next big thing? Means we can only block with this guy. I think that's not a bad idea. No, I am going to wait. I'm just going to wait with this. Let it chill. Let him use a removal. Here's our puppet. We needed a puppet. Oh, nice. I have to shout out for that, man. That's freaking fresh. Fresh, I tells you. So now we don't have to worry about that whole shenanigan. So drop this mofo. Ooh. So activated abilities, I think we have to go with Chandra. Fire Artisan. So he's got a questing beast. That's not good news for us. So if I tap out for the Mystic Forge now, there's nothing else I can target with that, so might as well wait for a few more draws. I might as well get value out of him, I feel, because he's going to be able to cast that next turn, and it's good. Alright, so I'm not going to damage ourselves. We might... what would we want instead of that? I guess we want a... Yeah, I'm just doing it. I need an animating fairy. Man, this is heavy. Heavy town. Heavy gravy town. Alright, so put this down so we get a scry. Put both of them at the bottom. So we need the animating fairy, right? Like real bad. Khan's not going to help us here. How else are we going to draw that animating fairy? We draw it there and we're dead. We're pretty much dead on board anyway. The best thing to do... Bring this up as a blocker. Oh no, I can't do that. So now we can at least block 2 things and take 4 damage. So there goes that out of his hand. So take 4 damage here. And yeah. Just because we can. What the hell was that? I am really confused. Man, that was weird. Wasn't it? Was that like a mercy thing? Like, oh, I'm going to give it to this guy. I feel bad for him. He's been stuck on 4 lands. I feel like that's what it was. Man, that kind of threw me. Yeah. So... we ran out of cards real quick. That's one thing I noticed. We're going to do another deck, different deck, but I just wanted to see... just like looking at it after I play, because then I see things like this, I think needs to just come out. You know, like it's a good early game blocker, but that's just all it is for most of the game. Unless you build around him, so that's just Gonskis. Gonskis. I mean, we could put one in the sideboard, but we need card draw, like actual draw. What is this doing? Oops. Draw. Okay, so what do we? This is not bad. Being an anime, no artifact. No maximum hand size doesn't really help us. That would be better if I kept the gargoyle in there. Really, I mean, 2 more of them. Turn 1, scry 2 is pretty amazing. What else? What else? Artifact. Drawbridge. Yeah, we don't need any of those shenanigans. Yeah, we've got enough 1-drop artifacts. We need just like a blue spell maybe that just draws us cards. Maybe that's just it. It'd be good if we had something instead of that, because I don't like how bogged up turn 1 is. I'd prefer to limit turn 1 to these guys, I guess. Right? No. Maybe I'm just chin flapping. I do have one in the sideboard. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. What do we do? What do we do about card draw? I mean, I guess an egg would be pretty good for life gain and playing it again later. Maybe. Otherwise it's just like something like this. There's a fair few creatures and we're looking for a creature, so we can't put that in. Umskis, what one? This is good to dig for the right pieces, I guess. Good if it was an artifact though, so we could use our weaponsmith to trigger. Ooh, one of those things is an artifact. This one, creature. What would that do? Nothing enters and draws. Animating fairy, I guess. Why would... I mean, it's good just to return and play again. I know that sort of flash flicker effect, but I feel like you could break that card in some way. Let's put that one on our break list. Next to our gargoyle. Portal. Sweet. Draw. Oh, what about surveil? I was thinking, but no. It's mixing the pot too much, putting too many bits in the pot. Artifact creature. How many creatures we got? 8, 12. There's actually a fair bit, eh? 20 including the... So I don't think we need any more creatures. I think we need artifact. So an artifact that will draw us a card. Any suggestions? No. I can copy that. I guess that's all you'd want to copy, isn't it? I don't think there is any. It's just the bag of holding by the looks of it. That kind of sucks. That's actually pretty good. It's such a shitty artifact. Like 4 mana, 5 if you want to use it that turn, and you got to choose a card name and hope for the love of Jesus that it's the name. What? How many times are you going to pick that? But having this, where you're looking at the top card, can actually really help. And if you have 2 of them, you pay 1 and tap it, you look at that card, if it's wrong, it stays on top, so you use the second one and you do it and draw the cards. And how many do you do? How many do you draw? 3 cards. I just feel like turn 4 we drop that and it's like whatever. This would be better on turn 4 for the animating fairy, for Khan. Better for the animating fairy, of course. Of course. Because if you haven't seen, I've done a whole deck around the weapon rack being a big attacking creature. Oh. 3-drop artifact. I'm going to give him a try. I only just pulled him, so I do want to put one of these into 21 land. Why has I only got 21 land? That's not good for us. That means we have to start shaving. Yuck. We've only got a couple in turn 4, so I'm happy to go down to like 2. And that's the one we just put in, man. What do you think's better? Because you need that down for the other thing to work. Yeah, I think that's just it. That's just it, man. Just 2 more wishing wells. Witching wells. God damn it. So let's do a different deck. Complete different deck. I'm not going to do a big chin flap about it. Don't worry. We're going to just open it and play it. Maybe we could go Beast Hunter, because I haven't played it yet. I'm not even going to show you any cards in it. But what I will tell you is 100% food synergy based entirely around the Wicked Wolf. And I only have 2 copies of Wicked Wolf. I just wish I could get heaps of rares in one hit. You know, like 10 of them. So I could just go bing, 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 bong, 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 and fill up all of my decks with desired cards. Wouldn't everybody? Okay, so boom, there we go. Look at that, enough to get Oko out. Exactly. And there's our Wicked Wolf. We've got enough mana to cast it as well, if that goose sticks around. So it's turn 2 and we're Cheese Town. We are in Cheese Town. Alright, so we're off to a good start. Depends what they're going to do here. Creature, kill my thing. Oh. Okay. Not the best, but I think getting her down now could be pretty valuable. So could Oko, really. I'm gonna do him because we don't have the black mana, and we do now. So now he should have an answer for that. I feel like he's definitely got an answer for that, but I prefer that answered than Oko. If he doesn't, then we're set up for the wolf to come down next turn. Problem with the wolf there is we don't have any food down, so we're almost best off playing that. Okay, so you can return a land now. It's a bit early to start to use him, I think. He's going to go for it. Oh. He thought it was my land. So did I for a second. I was like, wait. I didn't know he did that. I would have built so many decks around him if I knew that. It's one of your lands, bro. So the whole idea is so then you can throw it at me next turn, or if you have enough mana late game, you could just... Yeah, see, he didn't realise. I had a feeling. I had a feeling! We didn't get anything, though. We're trying to get this daily done at the same time, so we can get magic cards, man. We need to get this freaking wild card. Boo. Man. So that wasn't a very good look at the deck, was it? I do like surprising you guys, but those lands kind of wigged me out. I just want to make sure that I didn't, because I built so many decks, sometimes I just exit once the deck's done. I don't put all the combo lands in there. Look, I'm missing the blue combo land. Damn it. So embarrassing. Couple of these, and what am I doing? We got those ones, but we have none of these ones. A couple of these, And then we go take out appropriates. Oh, we've got 24. We've got 24? We go all the way to 4. So... It's pretty much all food to feed him, but what I was thinking... Because these pigs, if you use the witch's oven to sacrifice them, you're going to get 2 per pig. So that's pretty decent to feed the wolf. What I was thinking was taking these 3 out. And let's just have a look at it now. I don't want to put Nisu and Oko together because it's the combo. I'm trying to do other things. I feel it's good to sort of expand the horizons of the current meta, see what other combos exist. But what I was thinking was potentially, I'm just going to throw them in and look at it. Which are these ones? So we'd have to take out 8 to make this work. I guess we could take out those 4, those... Because they're in here just to sacrifice things and make food, but everything makes food already, so I think these can come out anyway. This is 3, so just 1. So we could probably drop a citadel. We don't need 4 and see it all game. That's not too shabby. I mean, two copies we won't see it enough, and if we get it with this, beautiful, because these creatures that we lost we can just put straight on top and then play straight off the top. We will need some life gain though. It's just sacrificing some of the foods, I guess, for food. Let's test it, see how it goes. What time are we? Oh, we just cracked the 1 hour. So I didn't even finish my coffee. Might freshen this up, take a little 5-minute break, give my eyes a break from the screen, and come back and we'll test this Beast Hunter, see how it goes. But I will leave it on, I guess, the deck list, or if you want to see the actual decks, let me know in the comments. I don't know if anyone's here. It says I have 2 people on my chat end, but I don't know if that means you're here or you were here. I don't know enough about live yet, so let me know in the comments if you are here and if you want anything particular, any deck, and I can leave it in any state as well, like here, or I could open the deck up so you could look at all the cards and come up with ideas. But yeah, up to you. I'll check the comments as I freshen my coffee. Alright. So, let's try this Beast Hunter again. Unless we wanted to... Yeah, I'll do the Beast Hunter because we didn't get to see the deck properly. He quit real early. That's right. Oh, God. Cancel this. If it lets me. Yes, sometimes it just goes bing in the game. Everything's working. Welcome back, guys. I'll probably call it quits pretty soon. I don't want to do an all-nighter again. I would like to have a bit of a recharge sleep, and again I am going to be off for the next few days. I've got a few commitments I need to do, and this week I've tried to put as much content up before the weekend, so there'll be nothing over the weekend from me, and then back fresh next week for a few videos, a few live sessions, and then another weekend off, well, a day off on the weekend. I've got a few things coming up, so there will be a few sort of slots where I'm not going to be as active, and slots where I'm super active. So what do we got here? This isn't the best hand. I mean, we've got all our colours. Can't do the Bolas Citadel for a while. Okay, so that's better. We put the Citadel back. We just need a goose. Or a land. I actually don't mind the Scry lands, to be honest. I know they're tapped, but they still help a lot through the course of a game, mid and late game. Oh, nice. Knights. It's going to be pretty fast moving. Ooh, not what we needed. But we do get a little life gain here, if needed. So, see what he does here. I'm actually going to put that on my list as well. The champion deck built solid around him. Yes, we're going to land our third colour. So here I think our best bet is to put this guy down. If he has any removal, he'll use it. Otherwise, he'll put an equipment on something, and we should be free to be able to get a treasure. Okay, so there we go. And tuck in the air. Sweet. Okay, so this is a bit of a trickier one. I could go for the food, get a bunch of food ready, and then I can also draw from that. So that's good. I reckon that's a better move. And I think he will have a removal piece for this. But still, we might as well try and get the value out of it. It would have been smarter to attack, but we've got so much food. Okay, so that's good. You'll stick around. Another 2 damage, yeah, that's fine. We will do this. Get a card draw. Okay, so that's not the best. Hopefully we draw a land here. Oh, okay. Okay, so... Okay, is probably the best one. And put him on the ground. And pass turn. So now we have the ability to draw a card. It's not the best. Is he going to stick around? Because you might just have the Murderous Knight here. I think we I think we go past the blockers, block there, block, oh, so you get the extra food, and I think we just let that one go. Swap, give it a trade. Okay, so that worked out good. Good for us. So now we can put down the wolf, and that should keep us pretty solidly in the game. Yep. He's seen it on exactly what was going on. So yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. That was a good tester. It's a shame that he just scooped, because it would have been good to show you guys. But yeah, as you could see, it was going to do some shenanigans. It would be good to have something to fix our mana a little bit. We got the 2 goose. Is that enough? I think it's pretty good. We just scooped on the land there. We're still missing a lot of our dailies. I think oh, we're pretty close actually. 4 more creatures. What one would kill creatures the most? I'm gonna try this one. I haven't tried it yet. I do want to build a Butcher Fling deck where we buff the crap out of Butcher and then swing in, hopefully unblockable, and double strike or something, and then fling him. So it doesn't have to be enormous. I might try and build that after this match. Yeah, that's good blockers. I haven't seen this deck yet. I have not seen it yet. It's a full Death Touch deck. There's a couple of creatures without Death Touch. That's what this is in here for. And obviously the Veraska as well. Okay, Murderous Rider. Another one we can give Death Touch to. No, it's not a counter. So we might have a shock here. Okay. That's fine. Ew. That's gross. Double them down so we can get this sort of set up. And he will take the 1 for sure. Thinking about it. If you're gonna block, why don't you just swing in? Not give him haste. Or not give him a 1/1, sorry. With the riot. I could have chose to give it haste and swung in with a 2/2. Potentially offered me up the, do I want to block with this guy instead? Is he a rogue? Oh, he's not. My god, this is rough. I'm just putting him down. I know we need the card draw, but my god. So now he's gonna take 2. He's gonna keep the dude around, right? You have to. Oh yeah, right, I forgot about the reach. Damn. I am a bit tired. Butcher. Okay. What do you got? Turn 4. I guess he's got... Now he's got the same amount. He needs to drop another card to get the trigger. Is he going to try and offer me up a block? That's nice. Oh, he missed it. There's our third land, finally. Now, do we destroy his Domri? I think we do. Yeah, I think we do. So I'm going to open myself up for an attack here, because I want him to use his friggin' rubber. The same amount of cards in hand, so next turn he can. So he's inclined to not block at all with that rubber. You could throw the bus, under the bus, the collector, pelt collector, under the knight. I don't mind if he kills them, right, because we've got these. So he offered not to. So he's thinking about whether he plays another creature here, he's going to buff it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, right. I got no blocks. There's our other land. We'll just get rid of that. And no attacks. So we're still set up with these two. Oh, gross. We got another one there. It's fine, but we have to block here. I share, he's being reserved. We just doubled up on both of them. So he had 2 copies, I had 2 copies. Does he have a third copy is the question. 6 life. Yeah. Do you have another one? No, you do not. Still not inclined to attack though, but maybe you are, trying to get the 2 damage in. Oh man. It's pretty crazy talk. It's pretty crazy talk, Brotown. Both of them, and I think we get... Oh, we can't cast him, so... him first so we can draw him next turn, and also... We'll hold off here. So we need some life. We should get this guy down too. So the beast can still block. Yeah, awesome. So get this guy down. And this guy. I should have held him back, to be honest, when I drop Vraska next, but whatever. I need to sort of put some pressure on him here. He's got one card in hand. Yeah, that's good. That's what we wanted. So he can't have a sweeper. Yeah. So this works pretty good. So much Death Touch just holds them back, so you can actually do your plan. It's just no real card draw. I mean, we didn't use our Falmir Knight at all. Maybe I should put in the Noble. Maybe, is it in there? What was that? It's down here, wasn't it? Yeah, do we have the Noble? Because she could be pretty handy in this deck. I think the Assassins are black and green. They're black, but that still works with the Chicky-Boo. I think that's almost better than, say, the Hinge and two, you say? Because what I'm trying to do, the reason why this beast is in here is, I mean, I guess the goose could come out. Drop 2 copies of the goose. But again, yeah, the beast is in here because this thing, when this attacks, everything has to block it. So this can get through and other things can get through. So I could probably put another one of them in. What else do we have? 4 of everything. And goose was there for, you know, primary blockers, but like in the air, but also life gain, because that was it. So, and using that to give it Death Touch meant that you could make it grow with this or kill a flyer unexpectedly. So it's not that bad, but it doesn't do the deck a lot of favors. You can ramp up to dropping one of these earlier, but you know, realistically, it's not the best. Anyway, like maybe ramping to this is good. Yeah. What else would I do? One there and I have 1 card left. We don't have any life gain. That's there for card draw because we're going to get all of these. Oh no, that's not how. They just trigger her, don't they? She just can sacrifice them. That's not what we want. Okay, so we need to find card draw for this deck. Card draw for this deck. Falmir Knight. I mean, Bag of Holdings is not too shabby. That could whiff a couple of times. No. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so Bag of Holding. Drop these out. Go 1 there. 1 Love Struck. Got the 4 draw there as well. This could potentially be here or there. Okay, I'm leaving it there. There's the another deck idea. I was gonna do the Butcher Fling one with you guys live. I just want to have a little tinker with the deck building. So I'm sorry if it seems a bit boring, but I feel like it might help you see method to my madness. And I also like brewing decks with you live, and then they turn out to be awesome. And then I can do deck techs on them. So you help me sort of build them and test them, and then you can watch the product at the end. So I think that's a different aspect for the channel, and hopefully you guys are liking it. So this one, I wanted to do an adventure, and I know what you guys are saying in your head. This is one I'm just going to have a little tinker and see, and then we can do the Butcher Fling potentially. The idea was to copy that guy a bunch of times. So copying this guy heaps of times, but we also copy all the adventure dudes heaps of times. So blue and green adventure will, oh whoops, no, it's still come up. That's a bit nice, isn't it? I'll fix it just in case. No, it had it. I would like to do something with this guy. You know. This guy has to go in, for sure. This guy with the clover would be real cheeky. He's getting heaps of 1/1s, like pumping them in. She's pretty cool with the clover as well. And obviously her with the clover. But I wasn't trying to do some long-winded adventure. I was just trying to put a couple of good ones in there that we would copy, and then the rest of the deck we could do something completely different. So this I haven't used ever, and I haven't seen anyone use. I can buff everyone. What's this guy do? Okay, we're going to put Warmane in. That's pretty cool. Turn 4, another turn 3. Okay, we're going to put her in. This chick as well. And that's adding white. Okay, so if we're going white, I might go less expected and go down a different path a bit. So flyers, this could be good. We don't have our clover in. Clover ring. This could be pretty good too for returning things. Returning things like this. Now, take the adventure off. Let's see if any of these are going to look good in there, because this wouldn't be too bad. And this wouldn't be too bad. Three drop though, making a food might not be the best, so she can disadvantage us by putting heaps in the graveyard we don't want, and then if we don't see her for a while, it's just gone. Yeah. We haven't looked at the dual colours yet, but I'm going to throw these in just for the time's sake. Green, blue and white. It's already looking a bit long-winded. Take this guy out if you find some good other combos. Green white doesn't look too good for us. Blue white, I mean, to fairy, it's another 3-drop slot. I don't want to just resort to the colour expectant colours, you know, like, oh, you got those colours, we'll put to fairy in. I feel like it's a bit of a, you know, I'm trying to do something different on the video, so try and use cards that we haven't really used or haven't seen be used very often, and just get a bit of insight. Like I said, I'll be the crash test dummy. Okay, so how many adventures have we got? 1, 2, 3 adventures. So if I take him out, I have to replace it with another adventure. And his return isn't the best. So we're dropping him. See, I have this in here to be able to turn him into a crazy cool dude, and him once he won't really grow though. Okay, so we'll lose that as well. Maybe even this. I don't know what would happen if you copied it. It would probably just whiff, I think. So let's reset us a little bit. So we do need a little bit more adventure. He was in there mainly because of turn 2. I wanted to fill that slot up a little bit more. Like, the fairy is, everyone's screaming, I know, put the fairy in, but that's pretty cool. So last 3-drop slot. Okay, I was considering which one, but that's it. Okay, so that costs 3 for the adventure, but putting him down doesn't have anything else going on. At least he was a 3-1, like he was a solid blocker. What else we got? No turn 2s. Like the turn 2 would be cast a creature, an adventure. Cast a creature. Okay, so he won't grow when I copy them. So he's out. Same with that, I guess. Won't work with a copy. The whole idea with this deck I'm trying to think of is copying him 1,000,000 times and then copying any one of these. Maybe red. Maybe that's what I'm not thinking about. Red. Thank you, magic gods. Okay, so when the computer works. Okay, so this looks a lot better. So we got giant. So we have to have green. So we could drop out the giant killer. But it's 3 colours. 3 colours isn't too bad, is it? Doesn't have. Oh, that makes it 4, doesn't it? Yeah. So we do have to drop out giant killer. Sorry, buddy. He's not the best to turn into a copy of. Neither is he. So we need some early game interaction with our adventures. So we'll put her in. Just what's that 2-drop slot doing? Be good if, I know we'll use him there more than likely. And him there. That's a given. I don't know what to do with this 2-drop slot. We're at 51. If I put those 3, we're at 54. That's not too bad because that leaves us 6 cards to go in, which could round out a few little curves, corners. And the sideboard would have to be, I don't know what we'd do for the sideboard. Maybe a bunch of trample things. Now, because we're not going for lands, doing the big drop at the end is pretty hard with that. Is that a better 1-drop, you reckon? It's going to do more damage. Be a better blocker. I think so. I've got decks with her in it that's pretty much built for it. Let's just put them in their homes. We don't need a food token really. This. Yes, 3. So that opens up 15 more cards plus 6. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures with adventure. I think that's enough because we're going to be copying them, and oh man. That's sort of throwing a dampener on it, isn't it? So we're just copying him, I guess. Then it's just drawing us cards for what? So yeah, I honestly thought with this, I would copy that guy and he would be enter the battlefield as a copy. Okay. So that will work, won't it? I don't think it's going to work for that. Oh, I'm so back and forth. Do you think that will work? Whenever you cast a creature spell that has an adventure, draw a card. So that's a creature spell. I don't think Spark Double will work, and it's too much mana to spend a copy on him. But I think he will work because it's not a creature, so we're casting a sorcery, and it just creates a copy that enters. So, but that still won't equal as casting it though, will it? Okay, so abandon ship. I should have read it better. So I was going to do this butcher build. I got it in my head so we could just nut out. I'll be quick with this and see what I can nut out. So butcher first. Okay, so we want to buff him. Buff him to Buff Town. What's our any good buffs in here? Nothing. So now we're gonna find buffs. This is probably the better color. Yeah, you know what? That's not a bad combo with the champion. With this guy. A couple of flings. They both got haste, which is pretty nifty. What else do we want to pump them with? I guess the what do you call it? This guy. And he's another knight, which is cool. So I want to get maybe the Ember Cleave. I feel like I'm going to put that friggin' Dwarf Noble in. This guy. Yep, I did it. Did you see me? I did it. Okay, so what is next? I'm thinking this, but do we have enough buffers? We need more buff in here. We're already at 54. Can drop him out. It's all in the 2-drop slot though. Maybe it's because he's there. That's where I'm casting him. We need a 3-drop slot. What is the best one? I mean, she's pretty good for the Ember Cleave. We might not even need the Ember Cleave as well. Like if we wanted to make it so we were just going super buff down, I think maybe the first strike is a good one. No, I don't want to put one in more than 2. We want to go 3. That's the only one buff that we have, isn't it? I don't have any black. Turn 1, that makes things stronger. Oh, don't look like it. What about this? That's probably a lot better. Yeah. So 2 cards left, but I feel like we could drop the Ember Cleave. We do need a 3-drop slot, and I think we need to put in Light Up the Stage. And then if we take Ember Cleave out, let's look in the jewel. So we don't have any real. Oh, he's not unblockable either. So whatever he ends up being, let's just say he's a 1-1 and that goes on. He's a 3. And then we cast that, he's a 6. 7, 8, that if he dies he does 8 damage to them, and he's got trample with that. So anything else that can give him trample would be good. Another creature that would probably be good for it is the Dreadhorde Arcanist. Oh, Dreadhorde Butcher, Dreadhorde Arcanist, is that right? Where is he? Same names. That's pretty nifty. Stuff going on him and having first strike's pretty solid, but and he buffs him. Without him he's a 5, 6 without attacking. So that makes that kind of worthy. Do I take out all of him or all of him? I think he's a little bit win more. Although we are running a pretty cheap deck, and we could probably we don't really have an, I guess that's our main card, Sifting. What would be a good spell for him? Maybe even just a couple of this guy. That could be pretty cool. So let's do the lands. Gonna need card draw. Putting them in from the graveyard will help. Although it's a lot of tap land, isn't it? Okay. Thank you. Just put the combo lands in. Oh my god. What's it doing? Oh man. These earbuds hurt. I need to get better earphones. Okay, that should be enough. Alright, so it's janking out a little bit. Okay, so let's test it out. And don't jank out again, thank you. Man, it's really glitchy. So I'll have a test or two of this and then I'll call it a night. There's no use me sitting here live when it's glitching out like a crazy person. That's just backwards, man. Backwards man, the backwards man. taking forever to find a game as well, like listening to me. Are you listening to me, Wizards of the Coast? Because if you are, I would love sponsorship and a bunch of coins and credits. I'd make better decks. I promise. Look, I didn't even sleeve up or name the deck, so this is Raw Dog. We're going full Raw Dog here. Let's see what this is going to do. It already looks like a Pound Town. You know, they're going to be taking heaps. This is somewhat of a mirror. I think they're going to be taking a fair bit here. I still think we're better off hoping to pull an untapped land and going in hard and fast. But if they have a red deck as well, maybe it would be better to hold off. Okay. It's not the best colours, so if he's going to counter anything, I don't think it's going to be now. Get this guy down because we've got this as well. Okay, so I was going to go this one because then next turn we could go light at the stage, but it could happen anyway. Depends. I think we still hold this until we need it. We drop the lands, attach it to him. Just to get as much value out of this as we can, or draw something out of his hand. So 3/3 first strike. He's already done heaps of work. He's only got one land by the looks of it. Is he going to scoop here? I want to do an actual test of this thing. Okay, good. Come over to the dark side. Okay, so I know I'm going to wig him out if I put the butcher down. So I'm going to swing in first, see if he's got anything in hand as well. Okay, so now we can go spectacle this mother in. Are you going to counter it? That would be pretty hefty. Okay, so I want to think. Could be the system too. I've got my text still rolling. Why didn't you guys tell me? All that chin flapping that we did. Okay, so end turn. So we can Dreadhorde butcher that back. We need to put this in untapped. Okay, so she's gonna... Yeah, 2 damage, it's fine. You need a blocker, man. This is... I could have been doing so much more damage. I was sort of playing around counter spells. Sort of trying to dig into the deck a bit more, because these colours, you'll empty your hand real quick. So, trying to hold on to my cards a little bit more. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we don't need to pain ourselves. I'm putting him down. Super pressure. And turn. So if he doesn't drop a blocker here, I think he's going to scoop for sure. What else can he do? 2 more damage, or I can block him, or one of them at least. Next turn I'm going to be doing 7 damage plus a spectacle, which could actually be these two as well. 7, 8, 9. Got 9 damage next turn. He's trying to find a shock, I'm sure. Or a blocker. Yeah, we'll pay 2 life. He didn't do his thing, so I think we're just going to attack. Yeah, I guess just him. He stayed around the whole game. I thought those colours he was going to counter, bounce, all that sort of stuff, but he did not. He did not. Just chatting to MT Jesus on Twitter. MT Jesus! I wish you'd come and join us for a couple of rounds. Okay, so, oh, my green screen's weakening out a bit. I do apologise for my green screen, it's giving me the craps. I swear and then I don't swear. I'm an Aussie, so I swear at everything, and everything is a swear word. We use the worst swear words for just general banter, so I'm doing really well. Really well. Now, I did like the Beast Hunter. That worked really good. Death Status worked really good. Now, I do actually also have to start a separate list of decks that I need to move up the pipeline. They're doing well. So we have these ones. Death Status, Beast Hunter. And then this new one, Horde, Fling. So rename it now. Cool. Cool. Charming Mirror is just schmaxy. I would love MTGs to come and have a look. We could go Legends or Mentor Men. Let's do Mentor Men. I think that's a good one. The Hengeworth would be good too. The Henge Hammer. Hammerhenge. Hammerhenge. Okay, I'm going to just leave it here. So if anyone wants to request, let me know. And I'm going to message MT Jesus. See you soon. All right. Messaged him. I feel like Hammerhenge would be pretty fun, but I haven't tried Legends yet either, and I do want to refresh my memory because it will be a trigger-heavy deck. Trying to trigger the Kethis combo and trying to reinvent it with this new set. So it's a little bit convoluted at the moment. Sorry. Yeah, so let's refresh memories together. So what I can understand is all of them being legendary. Let me just move this here so I can see it. Yeah, everything's pretty much legendary except for the Goose, the Druid, and that's it. Everything else is. Oh, and the Eye Collector. So the Eye Collector, I guess I should mention first too that I stuck to his colours. Man, coffee. I finished my coffee and it's giving me the heebie-jeebies. But anyway, I stuck to the Kethis colours, the white, the black and the green, because the blue is so obvious. Like, I really want to put blue in here, and I'm probably going to do a revised version of the deck that includes the blue because it's just the winning combo. But I wanted to see if I could still build a decent janky deck with him, just utilising his ability normally without going for colour spread. So the three colours, there is still a lot in here that can really help us out. So the Eye Collector is going to help just put cards in the graveyard, also mill them down a little bit, so that's pretty good. Nothing too crazy. Goose is to sort of give us extra mana when we do need to cast from the graveyard, but it's not like the last one where it sort of looped and you've got all of the things in the graveyard over and over. It's more like you get the pieces back you need at the right time, and what you're trying to trigger is this guy and this guy. So I feel like, you know, these coming down, this or this, these guys are all going to get this a little bit stronger by 2, and that's enough. Even the wolves, you know, these and the wolf that it brings in. Oh, not the wolf that it brings in because it fights, doesn't it? But yeah, that's like buffing other creatures by 2. That's already pretty good. You know, you don't need to sort of build around, and that's why I did the other deck where I did build around her. But she's in here because she's legendary and she buffs a single creature by 2, and that's going to help. The Vivian and Arcbow, this is awesome because we can discard something like Gurk early and, you know, try and fish out something and, you know, get it back with the Kethis combo when we need it. And then we have the Noble because it's going to drain and it gives us the ability to sack things like the Eye Collector, or more importantly the Wolf, and even our Rankle and our Conrad, because then we can get them back, or even our Farron the Hedgehammer, so we can, oh no, because it's green, but yeah, then we can basically get card draw, so that can help us dig into the deck. And then when they die, they're in the graveyard ready for this to come back. So that's another good little schmeckshy thing. The one thing that I was trying to... I stopped building this. I got to here and I stopped. But what I was trying to do, what I was trying to tinker with, and I'm thinking about taking these out, and I don't know what else I'd take out, because that's there to help us get this to work. I think... because we got no way of getting him back if he is in the graveyard, so I do want to be able to do that. And I think you know, potentially a Blood for Bones could be in order for Conrad. Where is it? Here we go. Couple of them. Yeah, that feels a bit better. That feels a lot better. The stray gooses are just there for peppering around. They're not doing too much. They're just a bit of a slug. I mean, he can be a bit of a slug too, but he's here because we can sacrifice him. He potentially can help out putting things in the graveyard. He's a flyer, so he can block flies. And, you know, when he dies, it's going to trigger here. So that's pretty good. And we can sacrifice him to this and get him back. So that's, you know, pretty nice. This one I was on the fence about as well. It's just because it's legendary, and I thought it combos really nice with the Gurk, but, you know, having one copy means I can get it back when I need it. That's pretty good. Vraska's in here for Gurk as well, but card draw, and then, you know, killing their creature, hopefully getting an emblem, which would be crazy. Questing Beast and Rankle, there for obvious reasons, both legendary. I would have 4 copies of each in here instead of things like this, and probably even Gurk. You know, if I got rid of Gurk, I'd fill up these, which would help this. But this is what I have, and this one here, the Circle of Loyalty, I find this is quite handy. You know, like we end up having a bunch of knights because, well, A, this is a knight, and then, you know, B, this is a knight as well. Plus, every time we cast anything, you know, from here all the way up to there is going to make a knight. So a couple of oaths and a Vivian bow, and then we've got enough to reduce the cost of this to be cheap as chips. So that's pretty good. And then from there, all the knights come in stronger. She's stronger, so that way she's buffing other things, and yeah, it just continues to go on. So, and we can make knights late game like an extra little chunk. You know, one thing I was also thinking, it's just not legendary. That's why I included it, but it would probably really help that. Because we can just sacrifice things like Oath of Kaya, or, you know, whatever legendary we have. And it gives us another knight. Okay. What do we think? So we'd have to put 3 copies in, so I'd probably drop her, and it's taken out legendaries straight away. I mean, I could get rid of Eye Collector, What colour is it? A white knight. I don't know about that one. Because I'm thinking about dropping all 4 of them, putting 2 of them, and or maybe all 3 of them, dropping this. He's better than Blood for Bones. He's legendary. There we go. Creature tokens. We don't really have creature tokens. When things die, nothing really triggers when it dies. Oh yeah. Conrad. And she's legendary, which is Smexy. Smexy as. It's pretty from when I coloured. So we can just drop all 4 of them. We could easily still get rid of some of these as well. I mean, they're good because they're legendary, but they're really late game. So early game we're dropping these kind of things and putting them up for blockers. She doesn't have many black creatures enter, so I don't want to get rid of the wolves. I think we just drop her. Yeah, it'd be awesome to get some mana. Just so we can cast... Oh, no, we can't put red in. Plus, yeah, that would bog us up. So we need that sort of Mox Amber sort of thing. The only thing I can think of is this. Or... yeah, we don't have anything else that taps as an artifact. Unless we went 4 of these and... oops, that was the wrong colour. Yeah. That's right, creature. Yeah, the whole idea is recast. I guess it's only going to be 1 creature, isn't it? So let's have a little review here. Drop 1 of him out. Bunch of planeswalkers. Do we have any of them in there? No, we don't. Oh, yes, we do. So, is she worth being in there? She's going to trigger from him, her, him, 3 of him, 2 of the wolves. I think that's still pretty worthy. It's going to do enough legwork. She can sacrifice a wolf, which is good. Not really any other targets to sacrifice though. So she's not going to draw us many cards. Is it a bit unco? Because he's not going to trigger unless we're getting a bunch of creatures out of the graveyard, casting heaps out of the graveyard at once, and we're not. We've got more planeswalkers than anything. I think we get rid of him and we double down on this mana. Oh, whoa, not that. I was going to jump in the 4 slot though. Guess we could drop him down by 1. This is good, but it's also going to put a bunch of things at the bottom of the library. Things that we could need. So nothing, unless we went this instead. That's just green. Yeah, that's just green. Okay, so we definitely just go with that. No, what the hell's that going in there for? Oh, what was that? I've seen that card before in my life, whatever it was. So the idea of that is using her to get another 2 mana. So we can do that with our Lotus Field as well. Ooh, I just had a thought. A couple of Golosses in there. Because what he's going to be good for is getting heaps of the land out onto the battlefield, but also we can get out the Lotus Fields late game if we need. So that way we can get this set up. Problem is we only need 1 Lotus Field, so having 4 of him means we could easily just drop that down to 1. Okay, so we've still got 2 cards over. I am going to 23, so I'm 3 cards over, which sucks. Guess we don't need that so much, because we could put Khan in here to replace for this. It just means we're dropping this on turn 5, and that's where I'm not necessarily buzzed on. Because if we drop it on turn 4, her turn 3, this turn 4, this turn 5, we should have nearly enough to play it. Do you think? I know this is a bit of a long shot, but What do you think about this? This going in could be, hold on a second. Sorry, my thing's wigging out a bit. Don't know what it's doing, I'm sorry. It's wigged me out a lot. Seems to just have shut down, but okay, so I don't know if this is working or not. Yeah, this has thrown me quite a fair bit. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to start again, I think.